Hey, Roger Martin here from Billings, Montana. This is an X22 report, and something is happening. They got 200, almost 30,000 views on this. Something is happening.
Percent disapprove of the speech. Now, I remember going back when Trump was running for president, and even after he became president, you would never really see a poll like this because they would always skew it. Now we see something very different, because how do you hide these things when the alternative media and many other people are calling them out on it? Everyone's pointing to the news and holding a magnifying glass at the mainstream media, looking at everything they do, and whenever they make something up, they're called out on it. I mean, look at Roger Stone with this ridiculous FBI raid where CNN was the only camera crew, and they said this was because of investigative reporting. No, they were tipped off. Look at the time when they were showing the governor of Virginia, Northam, and they put an R next to his name, making it look like he was Republican. People called him out on it and said, no, you made a mistake here. Correct it. Was it really a mistake? Or were they trying to push a certain agenda? We see that during the State of the Union, there were many different messages out there. Actually, an Annan took this snapshot of Gina Haspel, the CIA director, and she's wearing this outfit, and when you look at it, it looks like hats, and when you zoom in on it, they are white hats. So does this mean that she's a white hat? A signal to all the Annans out there? Maybe. Now, something else very interesting happened during the State of the Union. Kristen Sinema stood up and applauded for Trump. Another individual turned to her and said, "Watch your ass." Was this a threat? Were they instructed not to clap for Trump? And it looks like this might have been a threat. Now, we've seen this in the past where Feinstein went ahead and took another senator to the side and looked like she, read her the riot act. This is not something that we haven't seen before. But during the speech, Trump spoke to the deep state and Annans a couple of times. And this is the first part where Trump was specifically talking to the deep state. He said, "If I wasn't elected, I believe we would be in a war with North Korea right now." He also said the following: "We will never be a socialist country." Take a listen to both of these.
As part of a bold new diplomacy, we continue our historic push for peace on the Korean Peninsula. Our hostages have come home. Nuclear testing has stopped, and there has not been a missile launch in more than 15 months. If I had not been elected President of the United States, we would right now, in my opinion, be in a major war with North Korea. Here in the United States, we are alarmed by the new calls to adopt socialism in our country.
Still trying to use Facebook ads?
America was founded on liberty and independence, and not government coercion, domination, and control. We are born free, and we will stay free. Tonight, we renew our resolve that America will never be a socialist country. One of the most complex set of challenges we face.
Now let's take the first one where he said, if I wasn't elected, we'd be in a war right now with North Korea. He is specifically speaking to the deep state, telling them, we knew what your plan was. We stopped your plan, and we are no longer going to war. We've stopped what you were trying to do. The next thing he said is, we will never be a socialist country. And he said America was founded on liberty and independence and not government coercion, domination, and control. We are born free and we will stay free. And America will never be a socialist country. He's letting the deep state and all the other factions, the central bank, letting them know we took the country back. And this, their plan, will never happen. He's letting the Annans know this, and he's letting the deep state know this. He came right to the point and let them know this. Most of America, they're just like, oh, they're just hearing this, you know. They don't realize this was the plan of the deep state. He's calling them out on it, letting them know you have failed. Who's in control? The patriots are in control. Now, we know that Trump continually makes fun of Senator Warren because she says that she's Native American, and she took a test and it shows that she really wasn't Native American. But the Washington Post, they dug up some public records and they found Warren's registration card for the state bar. And on the registration card, it shows that Elizabeth Warren put down for race American Indian. So Warren filled out the card by hand in neat blue ink and signed it, dated April 1986. It is the first document to serve as showing Warren making the claim in her own handwriting. Her office right now did not dispute its authenticity. So the question is, did Senator Warren use this to her advantage by claiming that she was American Indian? Now, the Cherokee Nation, they are really angry and pissed off at this. And we can see that this might turn into a problem for her as she runs for the 2020 election. Most likely, yes. We see right now that Adam Schiff is going to delay or postpone Michael Cohen's testimony. He said, in the interest of the investigation, Michael Cohen's testimony has been postponed until February 28th. Now, remember, the House Intelligence Committee, they were going to have this meeting behind closed doors, and they decided to hold off on this. It's very interesting how they continually postpone Cohen's testimony. Remember, this has really nothing to do with Trump. This has to do with his father-in-law in Ukraine. This has to do with his dealings with Clinton. And they're trying to turn this around, but guess what? It's not going to work. It looks like Adam Schiff is continually postponing this because I think he's afraid what Cohen might say. Now, Judicial Watch released two sets of heavily redacted State Department documents, 38 pages and 48 pages, showing classified information was researched and disseminated to multiple U.S. senators by the Obama administration immediately prior to Trump's inauguration. The documents reveal that among those receiving the classified documents were Senator Mark Warner, Senator Ben Cardin, Senator Robert Corker. Judicial Watch obtained the documents through a June 2018 Freedom of Information Act lawsuit filed against the State Department after it failed to respond to a February 2018 request seeking records of the Obama State Department's last-minute efforts to share classified information about Russia election interference issues with Democratic Senator Ben Cardin. The documents reveal that Obama's State Department urgently gathered classified Russia investigation information and disseminating it to members of Congress within hours of Trump taking office. In a Thursday, January 5th, 2017 email chain, then State Department Congressional Advisor Harara Abbasi indicates that then Assistant Secretary of State of European and Eurasian Affairs, Victoria Nuland's bureau, was attempting to get Russian investigation-related documents to the office of Senator Mark Warner as quickly as possible. Abbasi confirms that Nuland was fully aware of the information that the State Department was providing to members of Congress alleging Russia interference information. Judicial Watch has confirmed through previously obtained State Department documents that Obama's State Department did, in fact, provide classified documents to Senator Cardin.
We're going to end it here. Give you the full link on this. It's only about 30 minutes long. But obviously, there's a very big battle going on between Trump and the deep state and those that are supporting him in and outside the government. And this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Good day.